Good morning. Good morning from a soggy, snowy, slushy Derbyshire. Wildmantalking.com. I've been on for a couple of days. Just been cogitating, I think. Anyway, I'm feeling as rough as a badger's ass this morning, so I think I look like it as well, looking in this on this screen. What I wanted to sort of catch up with today was and I can't remember whether I've used the word, but it implied it, and that's the term when someone is triggered by is triggered into an emotional response to something, and don't know, maybe just want to talk about what triggered is really. It's easy to bandy these words around, and people walk around scratching their heads thinking, "I've got a clue what he's on about." So when you're triggered. I guess what I know about myself and becoming much less so nowadays, but have still got occasions when I'm triggered by someone or something, and it comes as a bloody surprise. It's like, oh, I thought I'd worked through you, but I haven't, to the depth that I thought I had. So what is triggered? So I can come across someone who looks like somebody from the past that reminds me, sort of behaviours that they use, and how I responded to those behaviours many years ago in my childhood. For example, I was, I won't say where or who or how, but I was counselling in a place, and my senior manager was a female, and what I noticed about how she behaved towards me, which was she was quite dismissive, and I was almost discounted, both myself as a person and also the work that I did. That's how I felt, discounted. I think she just was bloody ignoring me. When I dug down into my emotional response to that took me way, way, way back to how I felt about, in actual fact, about my adoption and about my birth mother, because my story that I made up for the reason being adopted was that my birth mum didn't give a shit, basically, and discounted me and ignored me, didn't want anything to do with me, and was quite happy for me to be given away, if you like. And I've worked through that trigger for so many long years, and it doesn't have the same immediate response as in anger and rage. It's almost like I get taken by surprise. So I go into this place of, I felt that somewhere before. Where have I felt that before? How have I felt that before? And sometimes it takes me a couple of hours to go, aha, I know that one. That's a bloody old one. And so I almost feel as though I'm being ambushed by this feeling. So triggered. A response to somebody's appearance, somebody's words, somebody's behaviours that has a link to previous behaviours when I was a child. And I can hold my hands up, that in the past I've been well and truly triggered by some things that have happened in my past, and my immediate response has been anger and rage, and I've dealt with that in different ways. So initially what I would do is I'd go really quiet and switch off and disconnect, because I just couldn't cope with the bloody feelings that were going on. And then latterly, more of a, why am I I feeling like this again? So triggered, there's an awful lot of energy involved in being triggered. And it's really interesting. And as I was writing a few notes this morning, what I noticed is that, for me anyway, it has tended to be historically the negative aspects of people's appearance or behaviour that have triggered me into negative or not negative emotions, but into emotions that are tough to deal with: sadness, fear, grief, rage, anger. And I guess I'm just being aware that I haven't paid enough attention to when I'm triggered in a good way, with a good memory. So when somebody gives me something that takes me, it may be simply a rose or a daffodil or a gift of some description, that actually takes me to a joyful place. And it's almost what happens is that I stay in that. I go, oh, that's really, really nice. And I'm choosing, for whatever reason, not to sit into the memory of the good things that happened previously. So the joyful things. One of the places I used to go a lot when I was a kid as a family was we used to go to Scarborough for a week on holiday. And I used to love playing on the north side beach and go crabbing in the rocks. And I can go to Scarborough now and go on the rocks and get into that memory. And I can feel the joy of being there. But it doesn't seem to have that forceful energy of when something triggers me into being hurt. Just a thought process, just a thinking out loud. That is, it's I need to sort of check out what that's about. So I just wanted to talk about being triggered, and the important thing about being triggered is knowing that you are triggered. So people talk about people awakening or being woke. Seems to be a trendy word on Facebook for some reason. And I guess what am I trying to say? Well, it's almost like the more we work on our history and our emotional responses and our gain emotional intelligence and dig into how we feel, then the more we realize that we're being triggered. And the more we realize we're being triggered, we then have a choice to go, do I need to respond like that? Why am I responding like that? Can I respond in a different way? And enables us to then go, okay, I can make that choice. I can respond as an adult to something I've heard or has happened to me, or I can go to that hurt childlike place. So I guess today I just wanted to highlight what triggered means, because I don't know whether everybody knows what triggered means. Yeah. And the more we are awakened to those triggers, the more we can employ something that somebody, a really fantastic person, Len Satov and Sandy Levy-Lundin, gave me this piece of, it's a sheet, and the title of it is The Watcher. And the more I am awake, the more my watcher can go, thank you. I've responded to that. there's some energy in there. What can I do about that? What can I do with that energy? Can I just let it go and stay in adult? Or is there some work I need to do to unpick why the trigger was there in the first place? So one of my jobs over the last few years is to have my watcher and employ him and keep him employed. So just to be there to support me at any time when I need him. Just for him to tap me on the shoulder and go, little bit of energy there, what's that about? I think that's all I need to say today. So, because I'm buggered and because it's raining, I'm not going to be able to go out and get any gardening work done. So I'm going to spend a little bit more time on some admin, and then I may well need to go and have a snooze because I am buggered. Okay, have a good day. Bye.